Hey everybody, today's video is, I guess you could say, a brand spotlight, but it's on an old Canadian brand that's no longer in production. So this would be more for those of you out there that are like me out there thrifting, trying to find some great vintage pieces. It's a really great brand, and when I see some of the Great Western Garments pieces sitting on the racks, I think it's probably just people don't know about it, haven't heard of it, so they're unsure if it's a quality product or what it may be. So just wanted to give a few little facts about the company, and that way if you see something with the GWG tag out there, you'll know what you're looking at. So the Great Western Garment Company was founded in 1911 by two guys, Charles Graham and Alexander Rutherford. And what's really interesting about Alexander Rutherford is the years prior to developing this garment company in 1911, he was the first premier of Alberta. So he was trained as a lawyer, got into politics, and from 1905 to 1910 was the premier of Alberta. And during his time as premier, he spent a lot of time with some different labor groups because they were trying to develop railroad system, telephone systems. There was strong coal mining in the area, very prominent farming. So he really spent a lot of time with these labor groups and knew what they needed, knew what their work involved. And I think my favorite thing about the company is the slogan is they last longer because they're made stronger. So they were really trying to drive home the point that these clothes, these garments are made out of strong, durable, sturdy fabrics that can withstand the wear that any of those work groups are going to put them through. They were very competitive in the denim market. They held about 30% of the denim market in Canada right through until the 60s when Levi's started to buy them out. And Levi's eventually had 100% share in the company, bought the company out completely, and then closed production for good in the 90s. But Great Western Garment was in production in Canada from 1911 up until the 90s, and up until the 60s, completely independent of Levi's. So very great product. Another interesting, well, there are a couple interesting facts aside from the premier being one of the founders of the company. It's a company that not a lot of people have heard of, but they were doing a lot of production through both world wars. They were the #1 producer of clothing for the war effort in the whole British Commonwealth, which I find to be pretty amazing to think this company that I hadn't heard of until probably 10 years ago was one of the largest producers of garments for the war effort. Pretty amazing. And then in terms of impact on the denim world, the denim community, in the 50s, one of their employees, Donald Freeland, is credited as the inventor of stonewashing. So at the time, or up until that point, everybody was wearing the raw denim fabrics, which are rigid and sturdy, and as I mentioned, that's what I prefer. But for a lot of people, they want to get through that process of working in the denim so that it softens up. But Donald Freeland came up with this process of stonewashing so that the fabric would be nice and soft before it even goes to market. So some really interesting things coming out of the company. Again, not in production anymore, but you will see these products in the thrift stores. Definitely keep an eye out. This one that I'm holding here is a really great design denim jacket. Broken twill, really a great piece, great fit. I definitely think that if you see anything by Great Western Garment Company, pick it up. You're going to be happy with it. Really great history, really great product. Thank you so much for watching.